A variable is just a container. It's a named storage location that holds an object. You might have used variables in math, and you'd think of x equals 5 or other equations that have variables. It's similar in Python. With Python, we use variables so that we can reuse code, and we can assign different values to the variable. So in Python, we use very simple names. As we show here, for student name, that would be a good example of a variable. It's descriptive. We use lowercase, and we connect it with an underscore. Variables can also be assigned strings, not just numbers like in math. And if we run that cell, we don't get an echo, but what we've done is we've assigned this storage location, which has a name, student name, with a string of the student's name that's in quotes. Then we can call back on that variable, and we see that it will echo below. We can also print the literal string, as we did in earlier assignments. But through using a variable, I can automate that, and I can have a different student name going through this print statement each time, where other code can change the value of student name. So what would that look like? Well, we call that variable reassignment, and we see the example below. The first time the print ran, it had the student name of Joanna. Then we reassigned the variable with Colette. And when we print it again, Colette prints.
If we go back up to the top, we can rerun this cell and reinitialize the variable. And then we can check for the value now in student name. Now it is Joanna, and we can see that if I rerun this previous cell, and then rerun the student name again, it'll change back to Colette.
So a variable is a named storage address that we can use in our code just the same we do as a literal string or number or other objects we'll see later. A variable means change as well. So remember, we can reuse that variable within our code and make it more efficient.